Bodacious true crime.
Good evening, motherfuckers.
That's great. That's great. Good evening, motherfuckers, and welcome to Bodacious True Crime.
See how it's also gender neutral?
That's true. Is bitches gender neutral?
Bitches?
Yeah.
I mean, I think is it? Yeah, it is.
It is.
You call guys bitches.
It is.
Originates from like
like Kareem is my bitch. You know what I mean? But it also could be like a thing in prison.
what the fuck are you talking about?
So
What does prison have anything?
So when you like lean someone over and you go, and you're having okay. Anyway. Okay. Anyways, welcome everybody to Bodacious True Crime. I'm your host with the most, and a big cock, Riley Sassinelli, and joining me today is right here is my homeboy. No, not you, Kareem. Not yet. It's Ghassan Ibrahim Awali, or is it?
Kill yourself.
Is it okay?
You messed it up.
Is it? Okay, you say it. It's Ghassan Ibrahim Awali. Did I fuck it up?
Kareem, how you doing?
Alright. Anyways, and Kareem. And Kareem. She's tainment, if you will.
Yeah.
So Kareem, do we get a shout out now that you're on like a
Because
you're on.
You mean the Ultra Kill guy?
Oh my god, that's true.
I was just playing Ultra Kill. Like as we were readying up.
I got this notification. So today we're talking about my boy, Ed
Kemper.
Ed Kemper. He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's very he's a fucked up dude.
You're hyping him up too much.
I know.
Fuck with him.
I know. He's a fucked up dude. Cream fucks with him.
Yeah, I fucked them.
Cream doesn't even know who we're talking about. Cream, do you know
I
who
just
Ed
have to
Kemper
be here.
is?
No clue.
No. Hamza's here too now, guys.
Yeah, I'm doing.
He's here too.
Yep. That's okay. I can cut out all the part where Gus shit on me for saying the water bottle thing.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Fill me in.
All right. We literally just started. We
literally just started.
Oh.
Hamza, we're talking about Ed Kemper today.
Oh.
And who's that?
I'm glad you asked. So Edmund Emil Kemper III. That's his full name. Was born to Clarnell, which is his mother. That's
Clarnell.
Yep.
Her name's Clarnell.
and his father's name was Edmund Emil Kemper Jr., which
No, that goes so hard.
it's such a horrible name.
So
it's their whole family. It runs in the family.
Yeah, his grandfather was Edmund Emil Kemper I.
Oh.
So
Edmund Emil Kemper.
yeah, and he was the youngest child of three. He had two older sisters. I have a really
name a daughter Clarnell.
really funny. Oh my god, Clarnell is such a bad name.
Yeah, please don't.
Wait until you hear.
I can tell why
why
he's like a murderer.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
If I have a daughter, her middle name's gonna be Clarnell. I just made up my mind.
I want to name my daughter Clarnell.
Yeah, but I said it first. So.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, can my daughter be Clarnell as well?
Clarnell the first, Clarnell the second, Clarnell the third.
No, you guys have to ask for my permission now. If you want to name your daughter Clarnell.
The group leader said we had to name our daughter Clarnell.
Yeah.
So his father, Edmund Emil Kemper Edmund Emil Kemper Jr. Was a World War II veteran, and did I mention? I forgot to say his birthday. He was born December 18th, 1948. So his father was a World War II veteran, and he actually, after the war, he tested nuclear weapons in an area in the Pacific called the Pacific Proving Grounds. It was basically, like I said, where they tested nuclear weapons in the Pacific. I want to tell you a direct quote that Ed Kemper's dad used to describe his wife, Clarnell. Suicide missions in wartime and the atomic bomb testings were nothing compared to living with Clarnell.
Oh my! Hey, why do every man in the 50s, 60s, 70s fucking hates
Hated
their
their
wives.
Like,
wife.
why do you choose to get married if you hate
Holy
your
fuck.
wife?
I hate my wife.
He also said Clarnell living with Clarnell affected him more than 396 days and nights of fighting on the front.
Oh my god. Dude, how much of a
Bro,
bitch is she?
ruthless.
It gets way worse, dude.
Jesus. Dude, surely the atomic testing won't, like, have long-term repercussions, though.
No,
At least that's fine.
Clarnell
Hey,
is basically
apparently her repercussions are worse.
Hey, oh my god. Hey, live with Clarnell, bro.
this is the one exception where I'd say that the mom is the villain. Because she literally is the catalyst for everything.
Really?
Oh,
Damn, like,
100%.
actually?
Actually, yes.
I thought it was just like he just hates his wife, whatever.
No, Ed Kemper the father, and Ed Kemper the son is the serial killer. The father was the one talking about
Yeah.
how he didn't like his wife. But
Yeah.
Ed Kemper, because his mom is Clarnell, he is fucked for life.
Damn. Is it that bad?
Oh yeah, but it doesn't help that Ed growing up was a lot taller and a lot bigger than all the other kids.
Hmm.
By age 4, he was a whole head taller than his other classmates.
Oh my god.
And-
Bro's
Okay,
huge.
Hodor.
He basically, because of like this, and like he had very bad social skills, which you'll see later. He has very bad social skills, so he ends up becoming extremely antisocial and not like having any friends.
Hmm.
At least in it, like when he was younger.
Right.
Like other serial killers, Ed Kemper loves torturing insects and animals.
That's a common
Wow.
theme I see.
It
Yeah,
is
it
a
is,
common
it is,
thing.
Yeah, it's
Dahmer,
a crazy coincidence, isn't it?
yeah, Dahmer did it.
I did it.
Kareem?
Did it, yeah. So
You know how it is.
at the age of 10,
Yeah, he does that before he starts editing for all of his videos.
Chris, like,
Okay,
hold
this
on,
is the
Riley.
okay, fine.
Insects though? I've never heard of people torturing insects. Just small animals.
like lighting ants on fire.
Funny.
Like,
Good pastime.
That is funny.
if I'm not
You
mistaken,
guys are monsters.
You know how it is.
Funny.
no,
Shut
I
up.
think it's funny too. Ants deserve to die.
You're
Yeah,
all
Hamza, I don't
monsters.
see why you don't
Holy
fuck with
fuck.
it.
Oh my! I won't even fuck with the burning of life, dude. I mean, sure they're ants,
up.
but
You don't
hey,
fuck with
kill
it?
yourself.
Hamza, I love how you're actually pretending like I actually do this. Like, well, you're. I can see what you mean, but
Hamza,
I love you guys are pretending like I actually care.
Hamza, I didn't forget what you told me earlier. You can't take the high road on this.
Anyways, continue, Riley.
At age 10, Kemper buried the family cat alive, and then when it died, he
Oh
dug
my
it up.
god.
He dug it up, decapitated it, and put its head on a spike.
What the hell?
Okay.
All because his mom was named like Clarence or
It's
something.
because he played the forest.
Because her mom was named that?
No, that's not why.
No, he played the forest earlier.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, true.
He.
Wait,
Go
so I have
ahead,
a
Hamza.
question.
Yeah.
So when they saw this, what was their, like, reaction?
Ed, you buffoon.
Ed, you
He
idiot.
actually Ed
You
came.
fucking.
Ed gave himself a nickname, which we'll say later. He called himself a bumblebutt.
That
What
was
a
hard as fuck.
Yeah, he said he was a bumblebutt.
Hard as fuck.
I thought- I
There's
thought,
literally the same energy as like I'm such a goofball. Kills 7
Yeah.
people.
I thought 10.
Crack that energy.
10! Oh,
I thought
Foreshadowing.
that that was like a nickname they made up for him on like on like last pod. They called him Bumblebutt Ed Kemper. He called himself that. Like he's
That
such
was
a
the precursor to crackhead energy. Calling yourself a bubble butt.
bumblebutt.
hold on.
Yeah.
So they see this. So his parents, like, everyone sees this. He named himself Bumblebutt and doesn't get instantly admitted.
No, the Bumblebutt
Into a
thing was
mental
later. The
institution?
Bumblebutt thing
It's
was
too
later.
it's too innocent. Like if you how could like he's just a big old bumblebutt. How
He's
can you
just a
charge
big
him?
old
Oh,
bumblebutt.
true.
He's just a big old bumblebutt. So at 13, he kills another family cat.
Huh. Yeah.
Stop getting cats at that point.
He did this because he thought that it liked him more than his sister.
He killed the
What?
cat because he thought the cat liked him.
No, liked his sister more than him.
Oh.
So I might have messed that up. It doesn't matter. He actually kept part of it in his closet until his mom found it.
What the fuck? And his mom saw this and was like,
No. His mom punished him severely, and I'm actually gonna get to it later in the notes. His mom punished him severely, and that was the reason why he turned out this way. Like he does all of this, but you got to think about like earlier in his life, his mom fucked him up so hard.
Well, I mean, that's like kind of normally how it is with these killers.
Yeah. His like I don't know. John Wayne Gacy's dad didn't want him to be gay, but like he didn't like do the shit that Clarnell does.
Cool.
So
Clarnell.
Clarence.
But growing up, Kemper was like a weird kid, you know? Like I mean, you wouldn't get that from the animal killing.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean like that. Every kid's done it.
Yeah.
He used to perform rituals on his sister's dolls.
Huh.
And he removed their heads, basically, was what it was. One time, his older sister teased him. They were both children, by the way. Both children. And his older sister teased him and said, "Why don't you kiss your teacher?" Ed Kemper's response was, quote, "If I did, I'd have to kill her first." So
yeah, let's not help this child.
Yeah, he's a little fucked up. Well, it's like the 50s.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh, no, yeah, the FBI got to him. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the FBI.
Bro, if it was nowadays, the FBI would have handed him a gun.
Yeah, no, you can make it different.
I love that so much.
Ed Kemper be like, "I can." He just goes over the woman. So Kemper.
I think I can.
A terrorist group made by the CIA? Do you know how little that boils it down?
They're all like that.
Jesus.
Literally.
But Kemper used to sneak out of the house as a child with his father's bayonet that he had from the war.
What the?
And he literally stalked his second grade teacher through her window.
Ooh.
Yeah, the same
Like,
teacher.
is this all found out like afterwards?
Yes.
Or like, but how? How is this found out?
Either they asked Kemper, but then it's corroborated by like people that
Corroborated?
like family. Yeah, corroborated.
That's a funny word.
It
Yeah,
is a funny word.
It just means like they like said the same story where it was like his family and Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper's a pretty honest person, I'm pretty sure, except for he's honest. Except for when he wants to lie.
Oh,
you know what
honest,
I mean?
it is the best policy.
Aren't most serial
So he's
killers
not
just
that
like
bad.
brutal honest?
It's two ends of the spectrum. They're either 100% like I did it, blah 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 blah, or like they
Like
deny
compulsive liars.
everything. Like Ted Bundy, who made up that he was possessed by a demon. Oh, I want to tell you guys about Ed Kemper's favorite game growing up.
Yeah, slaughter the children.
No, it was
Can
called
I-
Gas Chamber.
Ah, close enough.
Or there's actually he made a variant of this. It was called Electric Chair.
Wait. So his father. So his father fought against Hitler, and he became a mini Hitler.
Yeah.
How ironic is that?
Bro idolized Hitler.
So, the variation of this was a electric chair.
And what was this game per
So
se?
in this game, his sister flipped an imaginary switch, tied Ed Kemper up, and then he rolled around on the floor and pretended he was being electrocuted. Or
So was it his game or was it her game?
no, it was his game. He liked this.
Yeah.
And let me guess. When he got married, he asked his wife to do it in real life,
He
or
did,
did he have to do it to his victims? Or what?
Hey, sure. I'll be sure to
Where's this
got
going?
married.
Neither, but it does connect around to like the end of it.
I'm sure it does. Somehow.
Yeah. It kind of connects around to the Ed Kemper did have 2 near-death experiences growing up. Speaking of electric chairs and gas chambers.
Yeah.
Mm.
So one time his older sister, she does both of them, by the way. It's the same one.
Ooh, who did she do? What?
No.
Who?
I mean, she like the older sister is responsible for both of his near-death experiences.
Oh, okay. I spaced out and I heard she does both of them. Like,
Hold on.
Ooh.
So, like,
his same sister is responsible for his 2 near-death experiences. One time she pushed him in front of a train.
I don't think she likes it very much.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they have that brotherly like sister connection.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
the
mean?
train was coming and she pushed him on the tracks, but he got up obviously, unfortunately, before the train hit him.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And
Maybe
so
the
Wait,
unfortunate
true.
thing is her. Maybe she's like her and the Clarnell are the ones who like pushed him. Maybe if they died, he wouldn't
it
have done
could be.
Okay, like maybe if you name your child Clarnell and then they have a child, you're doomed. Like, I'm
I
just
wonder
not
what
sure.
her mom's
Honestly,
name was.
the source is the grandparents. If Clarnell parents just had a whatever like their version of abortion was back then, maybe none of this would happen.
You need a coat hanger?
Like their version of an
Even a coat
abortion.
hanger, it's like push her down the stairs.
We're actually
I'm
gonna
sure
get
their version of abortion wasn't as like advanced as ours.
the grandparents
yeah.
are in the
Not
story.
getting into that topic.
Let me show you what it was.
There?
A killer.
Kill.
The grandparents are actually in the story.
I hope so. They got some.
I mean, are they OG or like?
Oh,
they
they-
just.
Oh, they'll pay for their mistakes.
Oh my god.
He's gonna kill
We'll
him.
see what happens. So
already
the other time he almost died, his sister pushed him in the deep end of a pool and he almost drowned.
Okay, but like.
This is attempted murder. It's not a
Like,
near-death experience. It's attempted murder.
Oh, okay, hold on, Riley, you're making me feel bad for the guy.
Oh no, it gets.
Jesus.
He's an asshole.
This is premeditated as well.
Yeah.
I think she's just as bad as him.
So
If not worse.
so Kemper was pretty close.
No, she's definitely not worse because he's actually
yeah.
successful.
We're
At least at this time.
Kemper was close to his father, but not close to his mom because his mom was possibly a undiagnosed bipolar, like she had bipolar.
Okay.
It was undiagnosed.
Even if it was diagnosed, what were they
It's just
gonna
that
do?
a lot of people in the family believed that she had it. She was extremely.
Maybe she just had like really severe menstrual cycles.
I mean, a heavy
Damn.
flow does a lot to a motherfucker, but like,
Damn.
but
She only goes crazy during like this one time of the week.
yeah,
And then she's just good.
no,
Calm
she was
down.
crazy for a long time.
Yeah.
She was an alcoholic as well, and she was extremely paranoid. She was
Probably due to the alcohol.
her number one paranoia was that Ed would grow up and rape his sisters.
That's actually a fear that you have. I think you
And
may have messed
she
up.
reminded him of this constantly.
So she kept saying, "Don't rape your sisters."
Yeah, she kept saying like you're gonna molest your sisters, you're gonna rape your sisters growing up. So
Hey,
Ed's-
back up.
the thing that fucks Ed up is that his mom locks him in the basement for months at a time and makes him stay down there the whole day, only letting him up to eat food.
Oh no, it's okay. This kid won't grow up to be fucked. That's fine.
Yeah, no, he actually, in a callback to another episode we had, the only thing in his basement was a single hanging light bulb covered by nothing. Like,
Why is that like
Son of Sam.
fucking... it's literally like what you
Hey, straight
expect
up,
in
if I were
cartoons.
him, I would have hung myself with it. If I was
Oh my
stuck there
God.
months at a time.
yeah, he literally only would be let up to eat dinner, and the trap door was underneath the dinner table. So yeah, he didn't really have a choice. He got locked down there.
That's so fucked.
By 15, Ed was 6'4".
Oh, Chad?
Oh, he's a tall boy. He's a big boy too.
Oh yeah.
And
And not
so
so friendly giant.
he is not. His mom, he overheard his mom once call him over the phone a real weirdo. She was speaking to his father actually. She also didn't want to give him any affection because while she was afraid that he would molest his sisters, she was also afraid that giving him any affection would turn him gay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want him to be gay if that's a real if you're that paranoid about him raping his sisters?
Not in the 50s.
She took the chance on a rapist than a gay guy.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
At 14, Ed decides he doesn't want to live. Now, his mom and his dad ended up getting divorced, finally.
Shocker.
But at age 14, Ed decides he doesn't want to live with his mom anymore, and he runs away and goes to live with his dad. But he kind of was distraught, because while they had a good relationship growing up, and his dad was, by all accounts, not a horrible person, he was kind of distraught to see that his dad had remarried and had a stepson.
Oh, no way. Like, he was actually, shocked at that?
Yeah, because I guess he didn't get to live with his dad for a while, so he hadn't seen him, and he was like, oh man, that sucks. He felt like alienated.
Like an accessory kind of.
Yeah. So his father let him live with them for a few weeks, but he couldn't stay there.
Damn.
This is all, by the way, in the state of California.
Oh, you should have just said that, man.
Yeah. So
this
Ed
is not
gets...
the first one. It's like the third one we've done from California. Or second, because I know we did Ramirez.
Ramirez is from California. OJ was in California.
Yeah, OJ as well. Just get if you're in California, there's like a 1 in 5 chance that you're the serial killer. If you're not, check how big your family is. Because it's one of them.
Damn. Or from Tennessee. I don't like Tennessee.
Nah, fuck Tennessee. Florida.
Tennessee's nice. Yeah. I mean, Florida, they're not. I wouldn't say like murderers.
They're too old to be murderers.
I call them fucking like weirdos, bro.
Oh yeah, Casey Anthony was in Florida.
They're either like crackheads or retired people.
Yeah. Casey was in Chicago, so he's an oddball. But Ed's father moves him to live with his grandparents, and they live in North Fork, California.
I mean, surely they won't abuse him.
They didn't, but Ed did not like them.
Huh.
I take that back. Ed really did not like his grandparents. His grandma kind of gave him a lot of shit. So one day an argument broke out between...
Does he become... Wait, hold on, I got a question.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is like spoiling like a little fast forward, but does he only kill women, or does he just kill anybody?
No, he only targets women. However, he has one male victim.
And, like a witness?
Not exactly. Kinda, not exactly. I'll go exactly into the reason why he had to kill the guy.
Right.
Because we know specifically why. Well, that he said.
Yeah.
He could... I have a story that I found online about Ed, and I think he could have killed anybody if he wanted to.
Yeah,
but he only targets women.
I was only asking because like it seems so far that the only people who's like made him suffer throughout his life are the women in his life.
Yeah, he basically he is a.
So it is because of them.
Yeah,
like
he's a lot like
repressed things or whatever.
Yeah, he's a lot like Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy wanted to kill, or he picked his victim type around the woman that rejected him.
Yeah.
Ed Kemper kills women because he wants to kill one woman, being his mom.
Yeah.
But he isn't able to. So he just kills
he never did?
women. We'll get there when we get there. So Ed has a argument with his grandmother. There's some stories where there was no argument. Ed just did this out of like randomness, but from what I understand, his grandmother had said something to him he did not like, so he went upstairs, grabbed his rifle that his grandfather had gifted him for hunting because they had lived on a farm, and he shot his grandmother. He shot his grandmother once in the back of the head and then twice in the back.
I missed you touchdown.
Oh, fuck yeah.
14-20. The Huskies.
How the fuck do you jump from that?
Yeah, what?
We were talking about it before.
Sorry, I have the game on in the back as well.
No, we were talking about it before.
The score literally just updated. Yeah,
that's good. So
sorry.
He shot his grandmother 3 times, once in the back of the head and twice in the back. There are some reports saying that she was also stabbed.
Jesus.
Yeah. So when Ed's grandpa got home, because he went to the store, Ed went out and shot him and killed him as well.
Damn, bro, hunted him.
Ed said that he called police and turned himself in, and he said that first of all he said he wanted to know what it felt like to kill his grandma. And he didn't want his grandpa.
It was a social thing.
Yeah, it was a social thing.
Oh, it's medicinal.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't want his grandpa to see his grandmother lying dead in the kitchen. So he shot.
Oh yeah,
as well.
yes. So naturally, the best course of action. Just kill him too.
So, yeah. So Ed gets diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. He goes to the Tuscadero State Hospital. And this is like for people who are like, it's like prison, but for like the insane. You know what I mean? People who have
for the
mental problems. Yeah. So at the hospital, while he was diagnosed with schizophrenia by court-appointed psychologists, because of just the time period, this is the 60s. So Kemper, the hospital staff believed that he was actually not a schizophrenic.
That is a normal
what does this take? What is this? A Tuscadero fucking level take?
Yeah, the hospital staff actually got really close to Ed.
Wait, so was he manipulating them the whole time?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so Ed, the staff got close to him, and they said that he actually doesn't show any signs of schizophrenia.
So then it was just him doing it just because he wanted to.
They re-diagnose him with personality trait disturbance, passive aggressive type.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm just a psychologist.
I have no fucking clue what that means. They give him an IQ test and he scores 145.
Damn.
That is genius level IQ.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, what were IQ tests back then?
I think they've always been like, just like pattern recognition. Like, right? I mean, like.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure like I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're the same.
Can you truly quantify IQ just from pattern recognition?
Not really. That's why IQ tests are kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's debatable. I mean, like, I'm not gonna talk about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
While in prison, Kemper becomes a model prisoner, and he actually, he is in prison with. He killed his grandparents, but he's in prison with rapists and other murderers. So Ed Kemper gets so close to hospital staff because he's manipulating them into thinking that there's actually not. They basically think that what he is diagnosed with is less than what he actually like has. You know what I mean? Yeah, schizophrenia is worse than this passive aggressive personality trait thing.
Yeah.
So they think that he's not as much of a danger as he actually is. So he
was the danger.
Yeah, he gets so close to hospital staff that he helps administer tests, like psychiatric tests, to other prisoners.
Oh wow.
And this is how he learns how he's supposed to act, because the tests are to see if the people are like reformed or not, or where they are on like the psychological scale. But
and then they get like let out based on that, or parole, whatever.
If you show that you've reformed, but because Ed is crazy and manipulative and smart, he's able to see how he should act and shift. He is a psychopath or a sociopath.
Pretty fucked up how like looking at it right now, it's kind of fucked up how he got away with that type of shit. How I'm sure like you can do it now, but like damn.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you tried doing it now, like, there's a lot more regulation on it, obviously now.
Yeah, right. I don't know if they would really let patients help the tests.
Yeah.
Also, Ed Kemper became a member of the JCs. It's basically like a civil organization that you join. It's kind of like the Boy Scouts. We talked a lot about it in John Wayne Gacy. No, it's in real life too. 5 presidents have been in the JCs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The JCs, yeah. So if you've watched our John Wayne Gacy episodes, you know quite a lot about them. They are back.
Yep, this is all a coincidence, guys.
Yeah. Because Ed gave these tests to actual rapists and murderers, Ed picks things up from these rapists. He got to befriend them, and he said that
so what, techniques?
Yes. Yes, techniques.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I was joking when I said that.
Nope. He said that the number one thing he learned from other rapists was do not leave witnesses when you rape a woman.
Well, I mean, yeah. But...
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I feel like he could have been given better advice.
Yeah, he definitely could have been given better advice. Fuck.
Yeah.
On December 18th, all of Ed's reforming pays off. December 18th, 1969, which is Ed's 21st birthday. He is let out of prison and granted parole. Now, he is released and is ordered to live with his mother, which is not a good idea. Because they still had.
Did they even check family history ever?
The court did not, but the people at the hospital knew that this was a bad idea.
Did he talk to the people at the hospital about it?
They either did not care or did not. I'm not sure which is which.
I mean, regardless, what fucking rats, Jesus.
I know, yeah, that was fucked up. So he got parole. And side note, his mom got remarried and divorced. So her new last name is Strandberg. Clarnell Strandberg.
Yeah, actually, like, kill yourself.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Hey, I'm glad I have a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kareem Zabib, that goes
hard. Yeah, that does go hard. Hamza Yassin Al-Musawi.
Thank you.
Goes hard.
Yeah, no, literally, hard as
Hamza Yassin Al-Musawi. Riley Sassanelli's good.
If I became a serial killer? If I ever became a serial killer, bro?
Hamza, oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Riley, I think we should kill you and then make a serial killer documentary about you, and then we get to it'll boost like the YouTube channel. It'll be great.
That would boost my views.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
What were you saying, Gus?
I was saying I'd be the first one to snitch any of you up if you become a serial killer.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would also kill all of you first.
Dude, why'd you kill me?
Dude, I literally told you to stay alive.
While Ed Kemper is a serial killer, he was still on parole. Actually, in the middle of his run, he got his records expunged. And was completely on parole. We're going to talk about it. Just good behavior.
Who is his parole officer?
Regardless of good behavior, like, you don't get murder expunged, no?
Well, he was a juvenile at the time.
Hey, I don't care if you killed 2 people.
He was only in prison for 6 years. He got in at 15 and got out at 21.
Jesus.
So, while staying with his mother, Ed goes to community college. And Ed really wanted to be a cop.
Yeah.
Now, Ed couldn't. He got rejected. He wanted to be part of the highway patrol.
No, so he can kill people and get away with it.
And like ride a huge motorcycle and like drive around California and stuff. His nickname was Big Ed because he was 300 pounds and a whopping 6'9".
Oh my!
Hey, this whole time I've been thinking of him as skinny.
No, he is fat as fuck, and he's huge.
Big.
He's huge.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the game's over. It's 36-14. They just scored from their own 40.
This guy.
Their own 47.
Yeah, get a load of this guy.
That is hilarious, though. Actually.
Yeah, we're getting pummeled right now.
That's
I cannot
crazy.
believe this.
I can't believe it's Is Washington even good?
Apparently so. I mean, they're 2-0 right now. They're whooping us.
Yeah, but Kemper actually got rejected from the highway patrol, and he was very upset.
I mean, no. What did he do?
Nothing.
Okay, he was just upset.
Yeah, he just was upset.
I was like, oh man.
So
fucking dick riders.
Yeah, so Kemper, but Kemper does the next best thing. Kemper goes to a bar where all the cops hung out and befriends all the cops.
This fucking guy.
Oh yeah, and then kills them all later.
Do you guys want to? No, he does not. Do you want to guess what the name of the bar where all the cops hung out was?
Cocksucker.
What?
The jury room.
The Joey room?
The jury room. Like
no, that is absolutely a cop bar, bro.
Yeah.
And so such a cop bar.
He befriended all the cops, and actually later on when he becomes a serial killer, the cops like are such good friends with him that like they tell him the traps that they set for the co-ed killer, which is who Ed is the co-ed killer.
Oh my.
So the cops literally told him all the traps that they were setting for him.
This reminds me. This is like a fucking cartoon, dude.
Yeah. So Kemper didn't consider the cops really his friends.
Right. Yeah.
But he liked going there, talking to them, because he always wanted to be a cop. He loved cop shows, like fucking everything. So he would do impressions and make people laugh. And the cops just thought of him as like a friendly nuisance was the exact word that they used.
A friendly nuisance.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just somebody where it's like, if you're drunk, he's funny. If you're not, it's not, you know?
Yeah.
But they thought he was pretty harmless.
Yeah, he's pretty harmless.
They never consider him a suspect.
Yeah, never considered a suspect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it couldn't be him. The guy that shot his grandmother 3 times in the head.
Yeah.
So Kemper
and then hunted down his grandfather. He literally can't be him.
Yeah.
He's pretty harmless.
Yeah.
Kemper gets a job working for the state of California in the Department of Public Works.
Okay, why the fuck would you ever give him any government job in the history of ever?
Well, I don't know what he did in the Department of Public Works, but he worked there.
No, but in what world do you give him any government job?
No idea.
Like, Jesus, seriously?
Kemper saved up enough money to move out and live with a friend.
Did he kill this friend?
He did not.
Oh.
But his mother would constantly visit him like unannounced and bother him.
His mother is the worst.
Yeah, no, his mom's a bitch.
Yeah.
So, in 1972, Ed is hit by a car while riding his motorcycle.
Naturally.
And he wasn't really hurt, but his motorcycle was fucked. He ends up getting $15,000 in a settlement.
Oh my god.
Which is $100,000 today.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
God damn.
So
hey, stop killing motherfuckers, bro.
With this money, now what car do you want to get if you're looking to pick up women? You're
GTR.
single
Or GT Mustang. What?
No.
Damn.
What car in the year 1972 do you pick up?
Ooh, a Ford F-150.
A Beetle.
No.
He picks up a 1969 Ford Galaxy.
What does that mean?
Oh, I gotta look at this.
Is it funny?
I think I looked up a picture of it and it looks weird.
Hey, this picture's clean. Not even gonna lie.
Hold on, can you send one in Maine? Because copy paste.
You said 1970 Ford Galaxy?
1969.
Oh, look at this.
69.
I'm fun for to send it.
1969.
I sent it in general.
What the Oh, that's a funny looking car.
And
No, those are
hilarious,
clean,
man.
bro. What?
if I'm not
That's what I'm saying.
mistaken, this was like
Yeah, that'll pick up some women, bro.
yeah.
And then you can murder him later.
Yep. Yes.
I wonder if that's what he says to like his friends. Maybe you could pick up some women. Yeah, and then kill them. Wouldn't that be fun?
What?
Like,
Okay, well, just make sure not to the last part.
yeah, like it's like a joke.
Ah,
Ed decides. Now Ed is very socially awkward, like I said, and I mean, it got worse because Ed skips ahead. Like he for 6 years he was only living with people older than him.
Right. So he doesn't know how to socialize with people his own age.
Yes, and not only that, but he's coming out in the 60s, going into the 70s. So this is like we're getting groovy era.
Yeah.
And
it's the heat of the war, no?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Ed
That's when, like, everyone's really rebelling.
Yeah, everybody's getting groovy, and Ed is an old man, basically. He describes himself as being, like, completely out of the loop with...
21?
Yeah.
Really?
But even people his age, because he missed 6 years and only lived with people who were... He only lives with people way older than him in this mental hospital. So... He's super out of the like cultural loop, so he doesn't know how to talk to women. He's
out of touch, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
and he's also out of time.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
And it is Thursday. No, it's Sunday, or Saturday. Fuck.
Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday.
So he gets like, because he has bad social skills, he decides to pick up hitchhikers. That's how he can interact with women without having to like. You know, they need him.
Oh, and then they kill him. Or like,
yeah,
he kills her.
Then he kills him. So at first, Ed just picked up hitchhikers like anybody, even men. Slowly, Ed's homicidal tendencies began to build and build. Ed used to like play this game where he would lodge a piece of chapstick in the door handle, like a tube of chapstick in the door handle while he was driving with people in the car to like prop the door just so that you couldn't like open it. You know what I mean? Like it messes with the handle.
Right.
And so he would do this thing where he'd be like, "Oh, your door's open," and then he'd touch the handle, put the chapstick there, and because he is 6'9", he can literally just reach over people.
Oh, that's true, actually. Hey, that's terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Did he ever like walk up to one of his victims, pick him up like this, and just start like steak gutting him?
Jesus.
No, he did not.
I mean, I don't feel like it's out of the real like possibility. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could have happened. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it might, maybe. So, Kemper had a routine for picking up hitchhikers eventually. Like, he started slowly moving to only women. So he would pull over, pretend to be in a hurry, and act uninterested so that the women would, like, run up to him and beg him to, like, give them a ride. He even said that part of his, like, routine was that you have to act like you don't want it. So that they'll be more enticed to get in your car.
Hey, what a riz god.
Because they'll feel like, oh shit, no one else is going to come on this open road if I don't take this car.
Hey, his riz is crazy.
Yeah.
Comes with what?
Yeah. That's one way to call it. That's one way to say manipulation.
No,
but actually, like I don't even hate his style of like socializing. Like picking up hitchhikers, fine. Obviously, it's like dangerous.
Yeah.
Like obviously ignoring the fact that he's a fucking psychopath. It's not a bad way to socialize with people.
Not really, especially in that day and era. Now you cannot hitchhike. Like, I mean, it'd be very dangerous. But like,
oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, but in that day and age, I'd say
people just didn't care.
Yeah, no, this is like the most popular time for hitchhiking.
Oh yeah, because people are all like, dude, you gotta give me a free ride, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, no, yeah, I want to hitchhike so I could just meet people.
Ask grass or cash. Nobody rides for free.
That was a mentality.
That was like a sticker that they put on their truck screen.
Why'd that go so hard?
So Ed started like slowly allowing himself to do certain things that would like build up his homicidal tendencies.
The fuck?
He started keeping plastic bags, knives, blankets, and handcuffs in his car.
Yeah.
And even a gun later. Now, by Ed's account, he picked up over 150 women before his urge to kill finally overtook him.
Jesus.
Ed called his urge to kill his little zapples.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he had a name for them.
The zoomies.
Little zapple.
Yeah, I got a little zoomies, sorry.
Little zapples.
Like blood covering his hands. Yeah, my bad, guys.
So, on May 7th...
You have a condition, bro.
Oh, it's medicinal. I'm fucking your face,
Whoa.
That's gonna become relevant, Gus.
Hey!
Oh my god.
So on May 7th, 1972, Kemper picks up 18-year-old college students, two of them.
That's you.
So he picked up two college students, Mary Ann Peace and Anita Mary Lucchesa. They got in Kemper's car, and they wanted Kemper to take them to Stanford University. Kemper drove the pair of the students to a secluded wooded area. And
they didn't like question him on the way there?
Alright, this is Stanford, yeah.
They what did you say, Gus?
They didn't question him on the way there?
They didn't know. They like asked him to change the route. And so he was like, no, this way's faster. And so he went the other way. And Kemper drove to the secluded wood area, which he knew because he would drive around. Because he wanted to be part of the highway patrol, so he'd drive around and he would explore. So he killed and he stabbed and strangled both women. And actually, while he was dragging one of the girls out of his car, while they were still alive, because he took them out of the car to kill them.
Right. You don't want to mess with the leather.
Yeah, he accidentally brushed his hand up against one of the woman's breasts, and he apologized to her.
Yeah, my bad. Anyway,
because he's a bumble butt.
And here I go stabbing again.
Dude, what is Thor doing?
Yeah.
He got sacked twice for a loss of 10
This
yards.
guy's watching fucking
What a
football.
loser.
Just get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Get a load of this guy.
Like, I'm putting my thumb and everything. Get a load of this guy.
Wait, Cream, do that again, but like, also.
Hey, it's 4th and 30.
Get a load of this guy.
Thumbnail material. So after doing this, he puts both girls' bodies in his trunk and drove home, which is his apartment, that he shares with a friend. He actually got stopped by state police for having a broken taillight, much like Dahmer did when he drove to the dump.
Yeah.
But the officer didn't smell the dead bodies in the trunk, and he just let Kemper go. Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you expect?
Exactly.
Really? Like, if the cop didn't have a reason to search his car, he wasn't going to.
Yeah. So he arrives home, but his roommate's not there, so he drags both bodies inside and dismembers them. He takes pictures, cuts off both heads, and then has sex with... This is like Ed Kemper's thing. He fucks the heads. I'm fucking your face, fucking your face, fucking your face.
Hey, you're both actually, like, max level illness.
So he not only fucks the heads, but he also like has sex with multiple different, parts of their bodies.
But he apologized when he accidentally grazed her breast.
Yeah.
What a gentleman!
What a monster.
Oh yeah. What a monster.
Yeah, what a gentleman. Oh, I'm sorry.
So because he put the body parts in
what a gentleman.
he dismembered the bodies, put them in several different bags, and then he buries them across a mountain, and then throws the heads into a ravine.
Hey, honestly, how the fuck do you ever find those parts?
They found them.
How?
Not sure, but the graves were said to be heavily
marked,
buried. Like they were not bad. He did not do a bad job of hiding those graves, but police still found them.
How? Holy fuck.
He had sex with the heads multiple times before getting rid of them.
Dude,
I gotta point that out.
They went through like
all that for a certain point, man. Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the girls
were monster.
The girls were reported missing pretty quickly, but because hitchhiking was so popular, the police literally thought they just like went somewhere and were just doing shit.
Yeah.
They found Peace's remains, but never found Anita Lucesa's remains. Like to this day, they're still missing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, does anyone really want to search for like, decades old remains? They're probably like bona fide by now, right?
Oh, way worse than that. I mean, if they're buried, it depends on how good those bags are like tied together, because they're probably like just completely gone. This was in the 70s.
Yeah.
So, for the next few months, Kemper just like went back to picking up hitchhikers but not killing them. But this doesn't mean that he wasn't on the prowl actively looking for victims. He just never found the right victim. He actually would discuss with his victim, with people he picked up for hitchhiking, like the murders. And he said that one thing that he would always do was if they talked about the killings in any way, he would not kill them. Yeah, and he kept this philosophy like throughout the whole time he was killing people, which is okay. Like, but
that's so strange. It's like so specific.
Later,
like,
yeah, no, it is weird. I mean,
like if you don't talk about a random guy's murder spree,
Yeah,
He
but
died?
it is his murder spree. So.
Oh yeah, but like you don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Kemper did later admit that he would go out specifically to look for victims. Even if he didn't find anyone, he would always go out to look for victims if he had a fight with his mom.
Jesus, just kill the mother, man. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Stop killing these other people.
The source. The source.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with a lot of serial killers. It's like, if you kill the source, what's the point?
Exactly. Stop doing it.
Yeah, like...
They won't want to do it anymore.
With a lot of serial killers, they want to keep going, so they're like, I gotta keep the source around. You know what I mean?
That's kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up. It is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, September 14th, 1972, Kemper picked up 15-year-old dance student named Akio Ko.
Aki?
A-I-K-O.
Oh, the Akue.
Yeah.
Band.
Sure!
Hey, yo, Kemper, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. My way.
Kemper.
Sure.
Give me the
Ed's
bacon
like,
and cheese.
Ed goes, sure. 6'9" man, like going like this.
Hey.
First we put the,
Now we put the mozzarella sticks in the deep fryer.
Yeah, literally, that is spot on. So he picks up 15-year-old Aiko Ko.
Asian?
I believe
Yoko
so. She was a dance student. She was actually on the way to dance class, but missed her bus, so she had to hitch.
I want to go to dance class. I want to go to dance class.
I want to go to dance class too.
Kareem, do you want to get murdered? How about that?
Hey, Kareem,
sound like fucking Kareem. That's how you sound right now.
Kareem, why don't I take you to dance class?
You like that idea, Riley?
Hey.
Kareem, can we make out over the phone?
For real.
That sounds
Okay,
impossible.
You just gotta lean in. You know what I mean?
All right, I like it. Yeah, you're filled with good ideas. Did I ever tell you that?
Thank you. So, Kemper drove her to a remote area. He pulls a gun on her, and he says, at first he says, I'm gonna kill myself for some reason, but then he quickly, went, he's like...
Oh, yeah, no, it's just joking, dude.
I lied.
He said, I'm gonna kill myself if you leave the car. And so, he strangled her, he raped her, strangled her, and killed her.
Was he screaming sorry the whole time?
Yeah, my bad.
Probably.
Hey, my
Dude,
bad.
it's in my bed.
My bad.
Hey, I'm just different, bro.
I'm done.
So, Kemper put the body in his trunk. And then he drove to a bar to have a drink before he went back home. And while he was at the bar in the parking lot, he pulls open the trunk and admires her body.
Oh my god.
She is dead in his trunk.
Mutilated.
Yeah.
Wait, does he fuck her head?
Yes.
My god, what?
I was actually just about to say that.
What's with this head fucking dude?
Right?
So, this is the best part. So he dismembers the body and has sex with it back at his house.
If that was the best part?
No. This next thing this next thing I'm about to say is fucked. So Ed buries the body in 2 different locations, but he keeps the head with him. Remember how Ed got parole? He got off parole?
Yeah.
So he kept the body in a bag, which he...
And then they both had a few beers, and then he showed the parole officer the girl's head, and he's like, dude, that's amazing. And then they proceeded to take turns.
Yeah.
Hey!
So Ed had the body in a bag, which he took to the parole meeting with the psychiatrist. This is actually an excerpt from that meeting. I would see no psychiatric reason to consider him to be any danger to himself or of any member of society.
Oh, yeah, naturally.
Is that something someone said?
His parole, the psychiatrist.
That's so
Somebody
fucking dumb.
Gave him a mental check, and they said that.
Yes. That was part of the last parole meeting. This is what got his record expunged.
Oh my god.
And
Wait,
actually...
you don't believe him, dude?
Trust.
Dude,
he literally took a severed head to him with his meeting. To his meeting.
Actually?
Yes, I just said this. The bag... He took the bag with him to the meeting.
I mean, obviously
Like in front of everyone, or just like in the truck?
No, he wasn't holding it in front of everybody, Korean.
Yeah, no, it was in his car, but it was still, he had that with him and drove to a psychiatrist appointment.
Oh, good luck charm.
A souvenir, yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So, at this point, Ed's record is expunged. He's a free man.
Yeah, you killed both your grandparents, but
this'll
I don't know, it's
actually-
kind of a mistake, dude.
This actually is going to come up later, but back in the day, they just had it on a little card. So they literally just like crossed out that Ed Kemper killed his grandparents.
Okay, but
They didn't like
what?
throw it away. They just like crossed out that he killed his grandparents. January 7th, 1973 now. For some fucking reason, Ed moves in back with his mother.
He needs more of a source. Well, like he needs to be fueled more.
It could be. He might
He
have
does
had
not
money.
have enough hate.
He might
Literally.
he might have had money trouble. Something was going on, but he moves back in with his mom. The same day. Maybe not a coincidence, I don't think. Same day he picks up Cynthia Ann Shaw. Same routine, drives her to a wooded area, shoots her in the head, takes her back to his mom's house, keeps the body in a closet until his mom leaves for work the following morning, where Ed has sex with the body and dismembers it in his own mother's bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Every time Riley says a full name, I'm like, this is either a victim or a murderer.
It's
like,
a victim.
all the time it's a victim. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
This person's gonna die.
Kemper keeps the head to have sex with it and then disposes of the remains.
Jesus Christ, people are fucked. Not even people, just this guy.
Yeah.
Kemper actually buried some of his victims in his backyard. And he would... This is a horrible joke he made. He faced them towards his mom's bedroom. Because, and this is his words, not mine. He said, well, Mom always liked it when people looked up to her.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very creative.
Wow.
They had to identify her remains by lung X-rays, by the way.
Lung X-rays?
Oh
yeah, that is fucked. Not even.
Wait, did they have like records of her lungs or like what?
I mean, it's like medical stuff. Maybe she had like issues. She was 18, so I'm not exactly sure. At this point, people are starting to freak out. Because
everyone's hitchhiking and there's just a guy killing these like hitchhikers.
Not only that, but in this area, in California, there were actually multiple serial killers operating at the same time. One of which was Herbert Mullen. He killed 13 people in California from 1972 to 1973. He died like 2 weeks ago. Darn.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah. As of us recording this. He was sitting in prison. Now, people were advised at this point, like, to not hitchhike. Because of people like Ed Kemper and Herbert Mullen. I bring him up because he's going to be he'll be at the end of the story. And we'll probably do an episode on him eventually. But people are advised not to hitchhike and instead to use a university bus system, which was basically kind of like they didn't just have school buses go around to these campuses. It was kind of like Uber, where cars would kind of like patrol looking for people to pick up. And they would get in, but they had to have a specific sticker. So now you'd think, okay, so this is going to slow Ed Kemper down. No.
Speeds him up. He just signed up for the program.
It does speed him up. Do you want to know how? Well, to get a university sticker, you have to work at the university. His mom works for the University of California,
oh my God.
Santa Cruz. So Ed's mom, Ed would occasionally pick his mom up from work, so he got a security sticker. Yeah. So Ed, on February 5th, he got into another argument with his mom, and then went out to look for victims. He picks up 23-year-old Rosalind Heather Thrope and her friend, 20-year-old Alice Helen Liu. And this is on campus because of that sticker. Kemper shot both of the girls in his car. So they were just dead in his car while he's driving around the university still. And by one account, actually, he got waved out by security without them even, like, looking through his car. They were just like, come on, because they knew him.
Jesus, bro's pay to win.
Yep. So he gets back to his house, and his mom is still in the home. So he cuts off the heads inside the car and then violates them.
What a gentleman.
Yeah.
Made sure not to bother his mom.
Yeah. He violates the heads and then dumps the bodies. This was the last co-ed victims Eds have. Co-eds are students. I should have said that to begin with.
Right.
Now, but that doesn't mean it was for lack of trying. Ed, before his last murder and this one, like in the span between these two murders that he committed and then his last murder, Ed gets like really paranoid all of a sudden that these cops are like starting to ramp up the traps that they're setting. And on one occasion, cops were randomly like pulling records, and they saw Ed Kemper's record said that he had not only a registered 45, which was like he had multiple guns at the time, but the one that was like officially registered to his name was the 45 that he owned, which is not even a gun he used to commit murder. But cops saw this, and then they saw, because I said that they had crossed out the murder.
Yeah.
They literally saw through the crossed out lines that he had killed his grandparents, and they were like, he can't have a gun. So the cops that were his friends picked up his, like, basically visited him on the street when he was with a hitchhiker. They stopped him.
The real ones, bro.
They stopped him and asked if he would just politely turn over his gun. And Ed started freaking out, he says, because he didn't know what gun they were talking about. But basically they said, oh, the 45. He gave him the 45, and that was it. And Ed thought that... Were we saying this?
Right. They saw him freaking out, and they didn't think anything of it.
He like, played it cool. So Ed thought that the cops were fucking with him on purpose. So Ed decides weeks in advance to his last murder, which was April 20th, 1973. He like weeks in advance decides, like, I'm gonna get caught. I got one last thing to do. So on April 20th, 1973, Ed's mom returns home from a party, and Ed actually woke up and then went in her room to talk to her because he figured she was going to want to talk to him. But Ed's mom said that she didn't want to talk to him. She was like, I suppose you're going to want to sit up and talk all night. And Ed said, no, I do not. She was actually reading a book.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Right?
Ed said, no, I don't want to talk. And he went back to bed. A few hours later, while his mom was sleeping, he walked into her room and bludgeoned her to death with a claw hammer.
Oh, yeah, naturally, yeah.
Yep, and then he slit her throat.
Oh, yeah.
With a pocket knife.
It's fucked up.
It gets even more fucked up.
He fucks her head.
Don't tell me he does it.
He does fuck her head. That's actually just what I was about to say. He said that he said what was good for my victims was good for my mom.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he puts her head on a shelf and yells at it for hours. He throws darts at it. He put her vocal cords in the garbage disposal.
That is hilarious.
Which did not, like, the garbage disposal did not break the vocal cords up, by the way.
What do they even look like, bro?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna Google it.
Look it up.
I always imagine them as like just two strings, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It literally looks like a vagina.
That's funny.
Yeah.
They always refer to it as a fucking voice box, so I just thought of it as like a perfect square
Real.
4x4, just sitting in your neck.
Dustin's gonna put it in, man. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's how you talk. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's gross.
It looks like a vagina.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking.
He put those in the
I'm gonna stop talking.
All right, guys, that's it. We're done. We
We're
just sit here
done?
for like. No, I was joking, Kareem. There's
Oh, okay.
a
I was
little
like,
bit
what?
more.
All right.
No, we're done.
He never gets caught, and we're talking about it today,
Yep.
which is really weird. The story goes on.
So, they like the garbage disposal spit them back out.
Yeah, sorry, man. I can't really take
So-
I mean, I assume they're like cartilage.
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
because of how they look.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So Ed said his exact words were, "That seemed appropriate." As much as
Yeah.
as much as she bitched and screamed and yelled at me over the years. Yeah, he really did not like his mom. So Kemper went for a drink, and he actually like still kind of on edge from just killing his mom. He saw a friend at the bar who owed him $10.
Kills him.
And he said he said he had the urge to kill him. And he said he fully intended on killing him, but when he told him about the $10, he just gave him the money back. Dijon,
Was that?
be very careful. Because
Damn.
you owe me $11.
He will give you.
Was that story true?
After you make
That-
that threat,
You'll
As-
get the
yes.
money back. You'll get the money back, bro. Don't worry.
No, he's not getting the money back.
Dijon,
Didn't he technically give it back to you or
no,
something?
he didn't. He told me he'd buy me like food or something.
Hey, what about my
Okay,
snacks?
Yeah, and
Yeah, he took like $20 worth of snacks at least.
40.
Munch.
who did
munch.
Dijon or me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dijon.
That's crazy. And Dijon has the audacity to eat my hot Doritos.
Hey, we gotta get this monster, bro. He needs to be looked at.
Dude,
Hey,
we
put him
do.
on like, hey, no snacks for this guy, bro.
Yeah,
No,
hey,
for
put him
real.
on trial.
Fuck him. So, Kemper returns home, and he decides he has to, like, create the perfect cover. Like, he realizes that the only person that's going to miss his mom, as much as she was well-liked by people at the university, but he didn't think people were going to actually, like, miss her, you know?
Yeah.
Because those are not her friends. He thought the only person that would miss his mom was her best friend, Sally Hallett. So he invites her over for dinner.
And
Like-
kills her.
Yes. he strangles her and puts her body in his closet. He didn't want to, like, this was not like a sexually motivated crime like the other ones were.
Yeah, this was like a cover-up crime.
Yeah. So, but Ed's like, oh fuck, the police are gonna be after me. So
Yeah.
Ed sleeps it off, and then the next night he writes a note, which reads,
Right.
approximately 5:15 a.m. Saturday. No need for her to suffer anymore at the hands of this horrible, murderous butcher. It was quick, asleep, the way I wanted it. Not sloppy and incomplete, gents. Just a lack of time. I got things to do. So, he said murderous butcher because Ed's mom called him that, like, his whole life.
Damn.
Jesus.
Like,
So
before,
she basically like put it in his head.
Yeah, before she even knew, like, he was doing bad shit, she called him a murderous butcher his whole life.
Oh my God.
And
They
then if
gotta
he...
put you up to be though, right?
She's the real problem, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, this is the one, this is the one exception to where I'd say
Yeah.
the mom is probably the problem.
She's probably worse than him.
I mean, she's
Like,
never, I
she
don't
doesn't-
think she killed nobody.
She doesn't do the killing, obviously, but like if she was more tame, I believe he wouldn't have done any killing.
Yeah, I'd say probably. Like, if she fucked him up.
Yeah,
So,
like big time.
yeah. But then he signed it, I got things to do, and then left. So Kemper drove 3 days straight in his car, not sleeping, taking caffeine pills, to stay awake the entire time. And he thought that there was going to be a manhunt for his mom, like, getting killed. Because it was like the co-ed killer, and then it leads up to Kemper kills his own mom, so now he thinks like there's a manhunt for him, or for at least the murder of his mom.
Going on a baby hunt.
And Kemper stops in Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado. Turns on the news, or he turns on the radio, and fucking nothing. Nobody gave a shit. In fact, nobody knew his mom was dead.
Wow.
So Kemper calls the police in Santa Cruz from Pueblo, Colorado, and admits to killing his mom.
So he wanted to get caught. He wanted the manhunt.
He basically decided it was over.
He could have gotten away with it.
He could have gotten away with it.
I mean, how far could you go? Do you just run away? You just never show up again?
Nobody cared that his mom died.
Yeah,
I mean, does anyone go like, oh, this person has checked into work. Let's check out her house. And then see she's dead, and then try and find her son, sees her son is gone.
Try and find her. Try and find him.
They would, but Kemper believed, and I don't know if this is true, that she was like in such a low position. I don't know off the top of my head what it was. She wasn't a teacher, but she was like a staff worker. So they believe she was in such a low position, no one would give a shit.
Oh, like a Jennifer Andy?
Something like that. I don't know exactly what it was off the top of my head.
Working at the food court, just handing food.
Could have been, yeah. But she was well liked for what she did, but that's not like where you're gonna know her name or remember who the fuck she even is. So Kemper kind of overreacted a little bit. He calls the police, and they actually hang up on him because they thought he was either drunk or joking.
I like how it's like they don't want that. It's like they want them to get away with it.
They know Ed. They all know Ed Kemper. The cops are his friends. So they thought like, oh, Ed's drunk. So he calls back several times, literally several times, and has to say, no, I killed my mom. I'm the co-ed killer. Please come arrest me.
Like, the thing is, if he makes a claim like that, even if they know, even if they think it's a prank, they have to check.
They basically another failure in police justice.
Yeah.
Because
like, if he only called once, he probably still could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, no, if Ed decided after the first call, like, oh, I can just get away with this, he could have driven back to Colorado. He could have literally still had gone to the jury room and been like, oh, I was just drunk. And they would have believed him. And be like, oh, my mom's on vacation. And they would have believed him. So Ed kept calling back. Eventually, they picked him up. And he confesses to everything. The co-ed killings, killing his mom and her friend. So some time passes. Ed's going to go on trial. So Kemper pleads not guilty by reason of insanity. During his insanity plea, actually, Kemper said that he ate part of his victims and cooked them into a casserole. But he later takes this back because he said he was lying for his insanity defense.
No, I take it back.
So I kind of believe him, honestly. I don't think he did that.
Yeah.
Because these were sexually motivated crimes. I don't think he wanted to dabble into cannibalism.
Yeah, I don't think he was curious about that at all.
Dahmer was for some fucking reason.
Arya Stark Andy.
Does she eat people?
She cooks someone into a pie.
Damn. So Kemper is diagnosed by more court appointed psychologists as a antisocial, narcissistic, and schizoid typical personality disorder.
Oh, thank God it only ends there.
Now, this is old-timey speak for psychopath or sociopath. I believe he's a psychopath because he very clearly, and if you listen to interviews with him, he very much lacks emotions except for anger.
Yeah.
Isn't that the only...
a lack of emotion, wouldn't that be a socio? Oh no, a socio-extreme.
No, I'm
sorry. I meant psychopath. I highlighted psychopath. I think that's what I said.
Aren't psychopaths born? Aren't psychopaths born and then or sociopaths are made? Is it the type thing? Is that how it is?
So psychopaths have no emotion. Sociopaths have extreme emotions. So But psychopaths still like kill people. I think Ed Kemper was a psychopath because he like has absolutely no remorse for anything he's done. He has a lack of empathy, specifically, and that's a big psychopath thing. So I think he was a psychopath. The trial started on May 7th, 1973. It lasts until November, where obviously he's found guilty. Now at
no, dude, he's just joking. What do you mean?
At the time, actually, a moratorium, which is basically a suspension, was placed on the what is it called? The death penalty in California. So Kemper could not legally be executed. So he just gets thrown in California Medical Clinic facility. He's placed with the guy we talked about earlier, Herbert Mullen.
He got locked up with Herbert the pervert.
They interact a lot. Kemper physically and mentally tortured Herbert Mullen.
What?
Kemper described Herbert Mullen as nothing but a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
Herbert Mullen, who we'll probably do an episode on later, he's another like big guy because he killed 13 people. He was actually crazy because he believed that he was killing people to stop an earthquake that was going to destroy all of California.
Oh, thank God! Thank God he was there to stop it.
Technically speaking, we don't know if he did it or not. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. So
I think it's kind of ridiculous. I don't think he was stopping an earthquake.
I don't agree.
Well, I think you're wrong. So, I think you're wrong.
I mean, like, how can you prove that?
You don't know. Yeah, you really can't.
Yeah, how do you know for sure? You know?
It's just a hunch.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey. Just give me the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Kareem. Move to California and pop out 13 babies to offset it.
Oh, real. Kareem just starts giving birth.
So Ed gets life in prison because of the,
Giga Chad.
No death penalty. And Ed, while in prison, does audiobooks. Like he reads audiobooks, and he actually spent more than 5,000 hours over his lifetime recording audiobooks in the booth. He has several hundred books to his name.
Oh my God.
He read the original novelization of the Star Wars trilogy.
Is he like a Chad for this, or is he like...
Well, he did have a very deep and scary voice. So, there are examples, like, you can find online.
He should have been Vader.
That would... Instead of James Earl Jones. Another guy who had a very prolific audio career. So, Ed is still alive today. But
Jesus, what the hell?
For some reason, every single time he goes to get parole, he's denied.
Why is that? You know, why is that?
Well, I can give you 10 reasons, but well, I guess only 8 count, right?
Damn.
Yeah, 10 but cross out too.
Put a little X through it.
Yeah, so you can still clearly see him, but it's 8.
Yeah.
It's 8. Yeah.
So he's 73 and he's up for parole in 2024.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think he's gonna get it though.
I mean, you never know.
Hey,
the first time. We could have.
Don't doubt him, bro. Don't doubt him.
No, I think they learned their lesson after the other 8 murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is the end of Ed Kemper.
Yeah.
For now, I guess we'll update you guys.
Yeah, for now. Hey, stay tuned for the next 4 years.
Hey, 2020.
See if he gets out.
2024, we release an episode that's just like 5 minutes long, and it's just us saying, "Yeah, he got denied parole."
It's like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he already got denied parole.
Wait, so if he has is he gonna stay in prison for life, like forever?
Yes, he got a life sentence. He couldn't get the death penalty, so they gave him life in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that bitch is never getting out. He's gonna die in there.
I mean, hey, too early to tell.
Ed Kemper outlives everyone.
Cream, now would you describe this guy as a Chad or?
How's it get your cat in the mic? See what your cat says.
Thumbs up.
That's you.
No. You can't prove that either.
Can't believe Hamza just asked me if I would describe him as a Chad.
A Giga Chad, Hamza. Or Giga
Yeah,
Chad.
would you?
Don't ask me. Okay, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of brave, not gonna lie, but
Brave take. I don't think I just fuck with him.
I guess we'll go with Gus. What did you think of the case? Because this is the end.
Pretty wild. Yeah, I guess if you wanna get away with murder, if you're young, just kill 2 people. I guess.
Yeah, and then they'll never
As long
suspect
as
you for the
you're-
other 8.
Yeah.
yeah, because like, oh, you already killed 2
best
people.
friends with police officers.
Yo.
Yeah.
Why would he kill another? Why would he kill another?
Why was he let out in the first place?
Because
Oh,
he was so
already
smart.
a lost cause.
He was so smart.
He was
that
already
they...
a lost cause.
Yeah, he was fucked up.
No. He was a nice guy. You don't get it.
Nah, man, you just don't get it.
And then I'm gonna cut your head off, and then I'm gonna do things to it.
No, I like him. I like him. He was cool.
Fuck in your face. Fuck in your face.
Oh.
Nice.
Hamza, what did you think?
I think the police are the worst police to ever exist.
Have they gotten better?
Yeah. I mean, that would never happen. I think nowadays.
Hmm.
I think.
How many people are smart? You think?
Well, I
know
mean,
3 people doing it right now, just like eating this.
I think it's possible to manipulate your way up to like a position of power
To do it?
but or even like Kemper manipulated his way out of the hospital. I think that's possible, but I think nowadays it's highly unlikely.
Right.
Like, I'd say it was highly unlikely back in Kemper's time, but like letting him like help with testing patients to a point where he picks up on tips from rapists.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's impossible nowadays, right?
Yeah, nowadays I think there's like they would never do that, and I don't think that nowadays you could get away with being the co-ed killer who just picks up hitchhikers.
They have to stop giving them such good names. I feel like that would help.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Oh yeah, true.
That was a bomb.
Fucking Night Stalker. What was the other one?
Night Stalker was so good. Hey,
Yeah.
there are 2 Night Stalkers.
Yeah, I feel like
The
the
name
names
was so
were
good they had
so
to
cool.
reuse
I feel like they stopped, to be honest.
Yeah. Kareem, what did you think?
They had a song called Night Stalkers.
There was a song called Night Stalkers. It's a good song.
I don't know. I still fuck with him. I still think Hamza's right. He is kind of a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Kills 10 people, gets away with it. Like how the fuck do you?
He doesn't get away with it. He's in jail right now.
But like.
Well, he would have.
He would have if he just went. He had to throw.
If Ed Kemper,
he had to throw. Yeah.
If Ed Kemper didn't have
because you relate to him, Kareem.
Yes, I relate to Ed Kemper.
If Ed Kemper didn't suddenly decide that he didn't want to kill people anymore, he would have a successful YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, true.
Or a semi-successful podcast.
One day Riley's gonna be outed. One day he's just gonna he'll be like, I killed all these people.
Just to get to the top. All my subscribers are dead bodies.
Yeah.
As I broke into their house, I hit subscribe and I just left.
Jesus.
Hey, boost me in the algorithm.
New episode. Riley says no.
Kills, dude.
That's the
we should
last
do
one.
that.
Why don't you have dead people subscribe to your YouTube channel?
It boosts me in the algorithm. Okay, I'm
Children.
Somebody did it before. It boosted their algorithm.
Wait, who? You stupid idiot.
Gus is like, I don't want to say it anymore without a lawyer. True. Well, since we're gonna that's the end of the episode. But Hamza, do you want to say thank you for joining us, Hamza? Is there anything else before we log off?
Hey, I was taking notes the whole time, bro. Expect me in the next few years. I'll be the topic. I'll be the topic of conversation.
I'm gonna be the first one to snitch, bro.
I'm gonna send this straight to the police.
Hey, if I go missing, they did it.
Hey, can you guys give me something cool though?
Yeah, if I go missing, it's not a suicide.
Hey,
I just want to let you guys know.
Can you guys don't name me like the diarrhea killer or some shit? Hey, I only kill people when they're in the bathroom.
How about this?
Poopy diaper killer.
What?
The terrorist. That's all you're gonna go by, bro.
How about Hamza Yastin Al Musawi?
Oh yeah. How about that? Yeah, that's kind of.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that my full name?
Huh?
But yeah.
Cream, do you want to...
can't.
Wait,
What?
Go ahead, Gus. Or,
Oh, sorry.
Fuck, sorry. Go ahead, Hamza.
Right. I can't believe he got away with as much as he did.
Yeah, no, that's
like
fucked
it feels
up.
like he should have gotten caught like 10 times over, but he just didn't.
Yeah.
Like nonstop.
Apparently he did a good job hiding the bodies.
Yeah. And like he'd hide the bodies, and then like you gotta think, like, by the time they end up finding them, they're like so decomposed. They're out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
He threw heads into ravines.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up. Really fucked up.
It was bad. It was definitely nasty, man.
Yeah. Kareem, do you want to plug your... You can plug whatever you want, Kareem.
No, I don't. I'm fine.
So, Kareem, you want to say anything before we head out? That's what you can...
I do want to wrap this up. Listen.
Subject to statement.
A lot of ambitious people out here. I feel like that if you want to kill somebody, you should go for it. You should strive to be the best version of yourself you can, okay?
You should kill someone now.
You should kill somebody now.
Check your window.
Is Gus okay?
No, Gus had to hit record.
Guys, if you want to do something with your life, whether it be a YouTube channel or you're murdering people, if you put all of your energy into it, you're still not going to be successful.
Damn.
I think you could
kill yourself.
You should kill yourself now.
Ambition doesn't matter. You're never going to be successful.
Does that apply to me?
And with that, stay bumbly, you butts.
Yep. Stay bumble, stay bodacious. And we love Ed Kemper, Rodney 2012.